Welcome to the Top Flicks, the channel where you can watch movie, television, and streaming series within minutes. Let's get started. The movie begins, and we are shown a war between humans and aliens. Sergeant Michael, who was set to retire, is seen. But before he could retire, he had to fight in this alien-human war. The scene preceding past time in the movie. Many officers are seen here during a military officer's wedding. They were having fun until they heard on the television that several meteorites were about to descend from the sky onto the earth. That might be deadly, and it was pretty concerning. Everyone had now returned to their tasks, which had become increasingly difficult because they had a limited amount of time and needed to save the people of that area. The location of the meteorites that were about to strike. Soldiers were on the march, determined to save everyone. Others, on the other hand, have learned that the objects falling from the sky are not meteorites. They were terrified, believing them to be alien ships. But there was a glimmer of hope that these aliens hadn't come to battle. These aliens most likely have something else from them, because it hasn't been proven. The army has prepared them for any situation. We witness aliens ascending towards the Earth in the next scene. After arriving, they began to fire on all sides. As a result, it was evident that they had come to destroy the place. We see Major Mike and his team after the scene cuts, who was going for the rescue operation in that area. On the other side, we could see aliens who had just landed. There hasn't been a single alien ship there. Several alien ships landed on the planet one after another. Major Mike's team has arrived to rescue the people. His crew was almost about to save the humans when aliens attacked. Because of the blast, a lot of dust swirls around, and they can't see anything. Aliens were firing at them as a result of this. They all went into a building to get away from them. After entering the building, they noticed that one of their companions has disappeared. Mike decides to seek him out outside with his partner, where, as we see the soldier who is hidden in an old building. Here, the soldier was trying to contact Mike. As the soldier contacts Mike via his walkie-talkie, aliens had picked up on his signals. They've come to attack him in this manner, but the soldier didn't give up. He attacks them instead of being assaulted. Mike and the other soldier had arrived at the same moment. They've arrived in search of this soldier, and 3 of them have killed the alien. Soldiers reunite and mobilize to assist those in need. Surprisingly, aliens identified their location as they moved forward. The aliens were attacking them despite their hiding. Some additional soldiers have joined them along the way. They finally escaped the aliens and arrived at a police station. They've saved some people there. Later, Major Mike called a helicopter to assist with the rescue. He changed his mind after seeing their injured companions. And instead of sending people, they sent their injured friends, because they require assistance, and the helicopter has taken to the air. The aliens attacked the helicopter and killed it. As a result, everyone else who was present was killed as well. They were all perplexed for a time, so they returned to the police station. There were citizens in the police station along with military officers. They were planning their next move when they noticed a dead alien nearby. They wanted to conduct research on this alien. That is why, with the help of a doctor, they performed a post-mortem on him. As a result, they discover that the alien's heart is on the left side, and that attacking there can kill aliens. We later observed them looking at a bus in front of the police station. They all board the bus to move from here. However, aliens attacked a location, causing a bridge to be destroyed. Their path to the future was obstructed in their path. They desired to leave this location in some way. As a result, they use a rope to cross the bridge. 2 military and a few civilians were among those who crossed the bridge. However, the other soldiers were fighting with the aliens. As a result, the aliens were unable to leave the city. Military officers were fighting with aliens. Alien missiles have begun to be launched against them. As a result, a large number of people died as a result of their injuries. Major devises a strategy to get away from it all. He orders all of the soldiers to flee, and he enters the alien base from where the rocket was launched. He also takes down their missile launcher. But it wasn't an easy process, as many military and civilians died as a result of their injuries. They were now in peril because aliens surrounded them on all sides. As a result, they've all gathered in a building where a team member named Irina. She uses a computer at her base to try to contact her base. They wanted to know what was going on in the world outside of this city. They learned through this computer that the government wants to destroy this area in order to eliminate the aliens. Their conclusion was sound, but it was detrimental to military officers because this action may result in the deaths of all military officers present. As a result, they proceed to an underground place. As a result, by getting there, they can avoid a bomb strike. All of the military officers had gathered to await the explosives. However, the government has not done so in a long time. The mission had failed, and they needed to return to the base. They leave this in order to combat aliens, and they arrive at Santa Monica Airport. There they are astonished to observe. Everything was destroyed, and the soldiers died in the process. The other soldiers grow sad after seeing the soldiers die, because the other troops who died were their friends. They've arrived at an airport where a doctor is treating civilians. However, civilians on the other side couldn't possibly be surviving. A military officer was using a device to call another helicopter. Along with this, we learned that all of the officers' weapons have run out of bullets. Aliens are constantly attacking from the outside. They also have no means of defense. One of the soldiers has an idea, and they go around collecting weapons from the bodies of fallen soldiers. Aliens attacked them at this time, and they had to deal with it. Meanwhile, they noticed some distant helicopters coming. Surely, the helicopters were the first thing they wanted. All of the military officers board a van and murder any aliens that approach. Until they reach helicopter, Mike's crew finds some more military officers. They were implying that they had given up on Los Angeles. The terrible news was that an alien base had been destroyed. All of the officers have climbed aboard the helicopter at this point, and the pilot informed them that all of the alien planes were in autopilot mode. They're under the control of a command center. They can easily beat the aliens if they destroy the control section. Mike gets an idea after hearing this and decides to go there. The location of the control center, so they can use their laser weaponry missiles to destroy that location. He desired to travel alone, but his colleagues refused to leave him. Now he and his alien team enter his base. They were about to destroy the alien base when they were attacked by aliens, and the military officers launched a granite on them. And after discovering the control center, they stood in front of it. With their laser missile, they were aiming for the control center. Another plane comes between them as they shoot. This aircraft may cause its target to be incorrect. Fortunately, this does not occur. Instead, their control center is destroyed. They were ecstatic that they had destroyed the alien control center while fighting aliens. They don't realize they haven't destroyed the entire command center. but a small piece of the command center, because the command center is situated underground. Their upside was only a small piece of the command center. The control center was slowly revealing itself. After seeing this, they realized the command center is quite large. Many alien drones attempted to take their command center outdoors from there. The remaining military officers were fighting the other aliens. They've launched another missile because the laser device wasn't set. It was feared that their missile might not hit its target. Here a soldier cleverly arranges the device properly, and the missile launched again, but some alien aircraft try to stop them. They were unsuccessful this time, and the missile reached its desired target. After the destruction of that control center, aliens were left with no air force. Aliens' powers were also declining, and the military officers were dominating them. They are finally happy because they have won from the aliens. After boarding into a helicopter, they reached a desert where they find their commanders. They were saluting and thanking them. Because of them, the alien team was destroyed, but Mike's team wanted to return to Los Angeles because there were still some aliens left there. The movie ends with a great moral lesson to do good for others.